What up, TikTok? So, there's on YouTube, there's a channel called Auditing Cops. You need to go check them out. Especially this one where it says criminal court case for saving a baby squirrel's life. So, law enforcement now has set regulations. This is where the Chevron difference and all this stuff will come into play. If people start filing lawsuits with the Chevron difference. This guy found a baby squirrel on the ground, missing a leg, so he's taking care of it. He's feeding it and taking care of it. He's doing what's good. This guy is facing criminal court cases now. You need to go check out this channel and support this guy. It's on TikTok too. This guy. I don't know what his TikTok is, but I'm sure you can find him. He's facing criminal court cases now because the law enforcement decided he was doing something illegal. They decided that, hey, you're saving an animal. It's our responsibility to save everybody. We're here for everybody's safety. But yet, the Supreme Court has said that law enforcement has no duty to serve and protect. This is why you record law enforcement. This is why you get the public records. This is why you know your laws, know your rights, and all this other stuff. Regulations are not law. Ordinances are not law. See, the Chevron difference actually is going to bring that out. Now, as far as the driver's license part on the Chevron difference, me and my wife had a good discussion about that. That's yet to be argued. I don't know about that. I really honestly don't. I'm not a lawyer. But I do know that they said that fishing license and all that other stuff will be called into question under the Chevron difference. And all these other regulations that they have set forth will be. So this guy is trying to do the right thing. So the guy walks out, hands the cop the squirrel, and says, I gotta go back to work. Here you go, have a good day. You now got a squirrel. The cop proceeds to arrest him. So actuality, this is how cops act. See, cops are bullies. They are bully mentality. They are, hey, if you don't listen to me, if you show disrespect in any way, if you ignore me, if you don't answer my questions, if you invoke all your constitutional rights, I'm going to consider you trouble. I'm going to consider you one of those stubborn troublemakers, and we're going to put you down in our computer with a little notation next to your name. And now, every time a cop pulls your name up, guess what? You're considered a troublemaker, or a constitutionalist, or a sovereign citizen. They love to use that one. Oh, he's a sovereign citizen. Because he invoked his constitutional rights. He invoked law against us. Yeah. That's why so many cops are being arrested. That's why you've seen that chief of police here recently that was fired because he had no probable cause, but yet he took that sledgehammer thing, whatever it was, and he busted that woman's window. And when she tried to escape out the other side and run, he slammed her to the ground. And he said, I would effing unalive you. So actuality, it's funny how cops can get away with verbal threat, but if we verbally threaten anybody, if we say that they were going to unalive somebody, oh, that's not the First Amendment. But yeah, they can get away with it. No. See, the government has set it up that rules for you, but not for me. So it's like this squirrel saving a squirrel's life. Oh wait, the government wants to do, you know. Of course, I don't know the full case on this, but you can go watch it. But yet it's actually funny how law enforcement will find any reason to put somebody in jail. This is why we have the prison society that we do. Because we got people in jail or in prison for ridiculous reasons. The Institute for Justice. I will support them. I mean, I can't afford to support them financially, but I will say, if you ever have a problem, call the Institute for Justice, and you get falsely arrested or whatever, call them. Look up Lackluster on YouTube, or Audit the Audit, or channels like that. Start learning your rights and learning your laws, because these law enforcement officers will make up laws on the fly. They had one guy who was merely existing in his own property, had a little bit of noise out in Arizona, a little bit of noise at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was, but I mean, it was a few seconds noise, you know, probably a car alarm going off, and the cops proceed to arrest him and beat him. So cops got frustrated. So you watch these cop watching videos, or these public records request videos, or First Amendment audits. There's all kinds of videos out there you can watch where cops just hate being recorded. They hate accountability. They absolutely, and then you get on live stream here on TikTok and you ask them questions about the Constitution, they refuse to answer it. I have many times going on live, the cops live stream, and said, hey, Third Amendment, what is it? It's about quartering soldiers into your house. See, I don't know everything about all the constitutional rights, but I know a few of them. Enough to ask questions and to see if the cops know what they're talking about. I also know enough about law that if I invoke all my constitutional rights, that I don't have to answer questions. I don't have to do anything you say. And unless you have probable cause or articulable reasonable suspicion, you really ain't got nothing. And if you try to enter my house without a warrant, well, that's just a lawsuit. As soon as you get that foot in that house, 1 foot, you're under litigation. Law enforcement, you got to understand that the Constitution was set up to hold government back from tyranny. It was designed for us citizens to have the power over the government, not the government having power over us. See, this Waltz dude, Camel Toe Walt, both of them together, they want to take away your freedom. They absolutely said it. They want communism. They want socialism. Waltz himself is a coward. He's a yellowback coward. He did not go overseas. He refused. He retired so he would not have to go overseas. Law enforcement goes around writing tickets, these extortion tickets, and that's what I call them, they're extortion tickets, because if you don't pay the ticket, they're going to send bullies out there to come arrest you. Law enforcement is used for revenue anymore, or used for political terrorism. Do I respect good law enforcement that's actually out there trying to uphold the law and the constitutional freedoms? Yes. But unfortunately, we got situations like this where a guy gets arrested for having a baby squirrel that's missing a leg. That's a disabled squirrel, basically. Or he's having to fight this now. No, I don't support you, because that makes you a fucking idiot. That makes you nothing but a thug, government political tool, and they're going to abuse you. Y'all have a good day. God bless.